Namaste. Today I'm going to read Volume 1, Book 2, Rudra Samhita, Part 1, Chapter 13, The Mode of Worshipping Shiva in the Shiva Puran. Om Vakrutul Mahakaya Surya Koti Samarva Nirvignam Gaya Sabakaya Srame Kadantaya. Hariom Tatsat. Brahma said, O sages, O devas, listen. Now I shall explain a mode of worship than which there is no better one, and which is conducive to the achievement of all happiness and cherished desires. Getting up in the Brahma Muhurta, within an hour before dawn, one shall remember Shiva accompanied by his consort. With palms joined in great devotion and head bent down, he shall offer prayers. O Lord of Devas, get up, get up. O Lord stationed in the heart, get up. O Lord of Uma, get up. Confer your auspicious blessings on the entire universe. I know what is virtuous, but I am not inclined to work it up. I know what is unrighteous, but I am unable to desist from it. O Mahadeva, I do everything as prompted by you, stationed in my heart. After repeating these words of prayer and remembering the sandals of the preceptor, he shall go out to the southern direction for answering the calls of nature, cleaning the body thereafter with earth and water, and washing his hands and feet. He shall clean his teeth. Cleaning of the teeth shall be completed before sunrise. He shall gargle 16 times with so many mouthfuls of water. O celestial sages, the tithis of Sasti, Navami, as well as new moon days and Sundays are forbidden for cleaning the teeth with toothbrush twigs. Bath shall be taken at a convenient time in rivers or in the house itself. No man shall take bath against the conventions of locality or the convenience of the season. Hot water bath shall be avoided on Sundays, Shraddha days, Sankranti days, at the times of eclipse, on days of great charity and fast, in holy centers, and during the days of impurity due to death or birth in the family. In the holy ponds and rivers one shall take bath facing the east with great devotion. Oil bath shall be taken on particular days of the week according to convention in the society. If one is accustomed to take oil bath every day, or if one is using scented oil, breaking the convention, it is not faulty. Otherwise, one should avoid Shraddha days, days of eclipse, fast days, and the first day of the lunar fortnight for oil baths. Except on the days of eclipse, mustard oil can be used on other days. Bath shall be taken after due consideration of the place and season duly. He shall face either the north or the east while taking bath. He shall never take bath wearing another man's clothes. He shall take bath in pure clothes and shall think of his favorite deities. If he wears during the night another man's clothes, the same are not impure. Hence there is no harm in taking bath with these clothes on, but after taking bath they must be washed and returned. After bath he shall perform water libation, propitiating gods, sages, and the manas. Thereafter washed and dried cloths shall be worn and archmana performed again. In a clean place, washed and smeared with cow dung, the devotee shall take his seat. O Brahmins, the seat shall be made of wood or cloth cover. A seat of diverse colors is conducive to the achievement of all desires. Or he can have the hide of a deer for a seat. He shall sit on it and apply tripundra with the ashes. Prayers, penance and charity shall be performed with due markings of tripundra on the forehead for sure results. If ashes are not available, marking may be done with holy water. After marking tripundra on the forehead, the devotee shall wear rudrakshas. After daily rites are over, he shall begin the worship of Shiva. Then he shall perform achmana, the sipping of water, thrice with the requisite mantras or once, saying that it is a drop of Ganga water. Rice cooked with water shall be brought for the worship of Shiva. Whatever other things he can bring shall also be brought and kept near. A vessel for arghya with water and scented raw rice grains shall also be brought. To complete the formalities of worship, the vessel shall be placed on the right shoulder. He shall think upon the preceptor and ritualistically take his permission for the worship. He shall perform the rite of sankalpa, including the requisite mantras and statements about the puja, the day, month, year, etc., and the purpose of the puja, and aver his desire. He shall perform the worship of Shiva with his attendants devoutly, showing the mystic mudra and using saffron and other materials. He shall bow to and worship Ganesha, who confers benefits 100,000 times and is accompanied by his consorts Siddhi and Buddhi. He shall repeat his names ending in the dative case, appended with nama and prefixed with pranava. After craving for forgiveness of the deity, he shall be worshipped again in the company of his brother Kartikeya with great devotion and shall be bowed to again and again. The big-bellied Ganesha, the gatekeeper of the Lord, shall be worshipped. Goddess Sati, Girija, shall be worshipped then. After worshipping Shiva with sandal paste, saffron incense, various lamps and food offerings of different sorts, he shall bow down again. In the house, the linga shall be made of clay, silver or any other metal or mercury. It shall be bowed to with devotion. If that is worshipped, all deities are worshipped. If the linga is made of clay, it shall be installed duly. The householders shall perform every rite according to prescribed rules. After performing the purificatory rite of the bhutas, the installation of the idol shall be performed. If the worship is performed in the temple of Shiva, the guardians of the quarters shall be installed and worshipped. In the house, Shiva shall be worshipped by the root mantra. It is not obligatory that the gatekeeper shall be worshipped. The linga that is worshipped by me can be worshipped in the house. Everything is installed in the same. At the time of worship, the Lord shall be invoked along with his attendants and paraphernalia. But there's no hard and fast rule governing this aspect. He shall provide his own seat in the vicinity of Shiva. He shall face the north and perform the rite of achmana, sipping water. The devotee shall wash his hands and feet and perform pranayama 10 times with mula mantra. 5 mystic mudras shall be shown with the hand before the worship. Only after showing the mudras shall the worship be performed. The lamp shall be shown then. Homage shall be paid to the preceptor. He shall then seat himself in the yogic poses of Padma, Bhadra, Uttana, or Paryanka, whichever is convenient, and perform the rites once again. After the worship, he shall float it along with the cake. If the worship is performed in the house, these rules are not binding. Afterwards, the excellent linga shall be washed with the water from the vessel of Arghya itself, after keeping all the materials with the concentrated mind. The Lord shall be invoked then with the following mantra: I am invoking Shiva, the blissful and favorably disposed to the devotees. Shiva seated on the summit of Kailasa, the excellent Lord of Parvati, Shambhu of the form as mentioned before, both with or without qualities, possessed of 5 faces, 10 hands, 3 eyes, and the bull for Bana, as white as camphor, of divine limbs, having crescent moon on the head, wearing matted hair, clad in the hide of the elephant, and with the hide of the tiger as upper garment, with Vasuki and other serpents turned round his body, holding Pinaka and other weapons, having the 8 siddhis. Accomplishments: dancing constantly in front of him, served by crowds of devotees, crying loudly, be victorious, of unbearable sight, due to excessive splendor, served by all devas, the sole refuge for all living beings, of beaming face shining like lotus, and always eulogized by Vishnu and Brahma, as extolled by the Vedas and the sacred text. After the meditation of Shiva along with his consort, the seat shall be arranged for. Worship shall be performed with the names ending in dative case. Padya and Arghya shall be offered to Shiva. After offering Achmana, the supreme Atman Shiva shall be bathed with 5 materials: milk, curds, honey, etc. Then the offerings shall be made with great devotion, reciting the requisite Vedic mantras of the names ending in the dative case. Similarly, any desirable and desired material shall be offered to Shiva. Thereafter, the Varuna Snana rite, ceremonial ablution, shall be performed to Shiva. Sweet-smelling sandal paste and other unguents shall then be applied. The water poured over the deity in a continuous current shall be rendered fragrant. The water ablutions shall be made reciting Vedic mantras or 6-syllable mantra 11 times, if so much time can be spared. Then the deity shall be wiped with a cloth. Then the Achmana shall be offered and cloth dedicated. Gingelly seeds, barley grains, wheat, green gram or black gram shall then be offered to Shiva with various mantras. Then flowers shall be offered to the 5-faced noble soul. Lotuses, rose, sankhya, and kusa flowers, daturas, mandaras, grown in a wooden vessel, holy basil, leaves or belva leaves shall be offered to each of the faces in accordance with the previous meditation, or according to one's wish. By all means, Shiva, favorably disposed to his devotees, shall be worshipped with great devotion. If other flowers are not available, belva leaves shall be used exclusively in the worship of Shiva. With the offering of belva leaves alone, the worship shall be performed. Then scented powders, sweet-smelling oil, etc., of various sorts shall be offered to Shiva with great joy. Then incense, gugula, the fragrant gum resin, and aguru, the fragrant aloe wood, shall be offered. Thereafter, A lamp lighted with ghee shall be offered to Shiva. With great devotion, the rite of wiping of the face shall be performed with a cloth. With the following mantra, Argya shall be offered with great devotion. O Shiva, give us good features, good fame, and good enjoyment of pleasures. Taking this Argya, give us the pleasures of the world and salvation. Obeisance be to thee. Then various kinds of food offerings shall be made to Shiva. Then Archmana shall be performed immediately. Then the offering of betel leaves with all necessary adjuncts shall be made to Shiva. Arartika, the rite of waving lights, shall be performed with a lamp with 5 wicks. Light shall be waved 4 times at the feet, twice in the umbilical region, once near the face, and 7 times over the whole body. Then the devotee shall perform meditation as stated before and repeat the mantras. The mantras shall be repeated in accordance with the knowledge as many times as are necessary in the manner instructed by the preceptor. The deity Shiva shall be eulogized lovingly with various hymns. Then the devotee shall circumambulate around Shiva by and by. Then he shall perform prostration with the 8 limbs touching the ground many times. He shall then offer handfuls of flowers with great devotion, repeating the following mantras. O Shiva, whatever I have done by way of worship, etc., with or without sufficient knowledge for Shiva, the great Lord, in order to secure his satisfaction, shall be fruitful by your grace. O Mrda, I belong to you. My vital ears are fixed in you. My mind is always concentrated in you. O Gaurisa, O Lord of goblins, be pleased with me. Those who stagger and falter on the ground are supported by the ground alone. O Lord, those who have offended you shall find in you alone as their refuge. After entreaties like these, the devotee shall make a handful of flower offering. Then he shall bow down many times and take the ritualistic farewell. O Lord, be pleased to return to your abode along with your attendants. Please come again when I perform worship. After requesting thus many times, Shiva, who is favorably disposed to his devotees, shall be bidden farewell to abide in the heart. The holy water shall then be applied over the head. O sages, thus I have entirely explained the mode of worshipping Shiva that confers worldly pleasures and salvation. What else do you wish to hear? Footnotes. Siddhi and Buddhi are personified as the wives of Ganesha, the son of Shiva and Parvati. That is 202. Footnote, I think is 203. So, this footnote is in Hindi, which I'm still studying. This is, yeah, I don't think I should try. I know I'm seeing the ones which is Lagima, Mahima, you know. Yeah, these ones it's a little blotted out, so I can't read them too well. But it's in Hindi. But it's basically the main 8 siddhis, which you can probably Google. Lord Hanuman, Bhagwan Shri Hanuman possessed these 8 siddhis, so you could always look at that. And that'll tell you about this footnote. And that ends today's reading of the Shiv Puran. Om Prabhu Prananatham, Vimam Veshwanatham, Jagannatanatham, Sanantabhajan, Putiputam, Puyashuram, Bhutanatham, Shivam Shankaram, Shambhumeshanamide. Om Kapura Gauram, Karunavrataram, Sansarasaram, Mujagendrahadam, Sadavasantam, Hridyara Vinde, Bhavam Bhavami, Saitam Namami. Om Nama Parvati Pate Hara Hara Mahadevi Kejayam. Om Ham Jum Sampurvasam Trambakam Mejami Sukhanabhishti Paramo. Swamasa. Hari Om. Om Tyo Matach Pitatu. Om Hari Om Tat Sat.